Hello guys, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys some tips on how to get rich. I think I'm a medium level of rich, but my friend said that I was pretty rich and I should do this video. So we're going to do it. Tip number 1 for how to get rich. Pretty fast, I'd say, because I've only been playing for a little less than a year, and I'm already pretty rich, I'd say. I'm not rich, but I'd say I'm rich for how long I've been playing. So the first tip I'm going to give you guys is probably one you hear in every video and is probably super repetitive, but just trade and trade and trade. The more you trade, the more pets you'll get. And you can also try different trading challenges like profit trading or common to legendary. Common to legendary trade challenge, the way I did it once, I don't do it very often because I rather just trade than do trading challenges, but if you want to put some spice into the game, I'd definitely try this tip. Buy an egg from the gumball machine or any egg, whatever you can afford, or just start with a common pet that you might already own. Then trade this common pet for an uncommon, and so on and so forth. But it's kind of really hard to trade an ultra rare for a legendary. I would try and trade an ultra rare for 2 ultra rares. In one time, I bought 2 eggs and went both of them to ultra rare and traded it for a lower tier legendary and kept trading up. There's also other trading challenges, but I can make a separate video on that if you guys are interested. But for the remainder of this video, let's keep to how to get rich. Just make sure to do win trades or to do fair trades. If you do a lose trade over and over, it's not good for your inventory. But if you have a pet that's hard to trade, low in demand, and you're trading it for something, and you're over because your pet is hard to trade and low in demand, and all of that kind of stuff, it's okay to do a small lose trade, or even a big lose trade, because the pet you're getting is probably easier to trade and can more than likely get better offers than what you just got. I find it quite hard to get rich if you weren't trying to trade because, yeah, it's almost impossible to get rich not trading because you can't get out of game pets. The next tip I have is make neons and megas. I made a video on how to age up your pets fairly fast, and if you want me to make a different video on how to make megas fast, I can, but making neons and megas and all of those type of pets are so important because if you trade, at least for me, if someone trades me with a neon dog, or that's a bad example, if someone trades me with a neon alicorn, I'm more likely to try an offer than if someone trades me for a regular alicorn because it has more value, it has more demand, and neons look cooler. I'm not saying that it needs to be a neon legendary that you're making though, because neon rares, neon uncommons, and commons still get amazing offers. And as you grow your inventory, you'll have so many neons in your inventory, they're a great thing to add in big trades. The next tip I have for you guys is learning the right values and the values that you are going to use going forward. I say I do almost a little bit of every value, but let me explain them. Happy values is, say I love my turtles, and I saw someone with a turtle in a server, so I don't have a bat dragon, but say I did. I traded my bat dragon for a turtle because I think turtles are so cute and I love them so much. That would be a huge lose for me. But if I do happy values, it could even be a win because I'm doing something that makes me happy. So therefore, it's a win if I'm doing happy values. The next type of value is preppy values. Have you ever been in a server and someone says, trading legendaries for preppy petware, or trading legendary for preppy exotics? It might be because they're looking for preppy pets. Well, not might. It is because they're looking for preppy pets. Preppy pets are hard to explain. They're cute pets that look cute and mega in every single form. For example, the sheep is a super preppy pet, if I know one. Same with the hare, ram, and goat. There's tons of preppy pets. And just because I think it's a preppy pet doesn't mean it necessarily is, because everyone has a different way on determining if it's preppy or not. And the last value is normal values, or some people call it frost values. There's websites that you can use for these values, like Elfbred, GG, and AdoptMeTradingValues.com. I do not recommend using AdoptMeTradingValues because when I was new, I thought, oh, this is a cool website, it's easy to use, I'll get so many wins because of it. To now realize that the values are pretty much fake, besides for some of the pets. I would recommend using GG because I find it the easiest to use, but I know a lot of people think that Elfbred is the most trusted. I just find it a little bit harder to use. But it really just depends what type of pets you're trading on who to trade, which kind of goes back to the values. But for our next tip is trading the right people for the pets you have. If you have, what's a preppy pet? Let's say a mega hare. If you have a mega hare that you're trying to trade, don't trade someone that says that they do normal values, because you're not going to get an overpay like a preppy or exotic collector would give you. But if you trade someone in a preppy avatar, kind of like mine, but some people go a little more preppy with their avatars, you will get possibly an overpay if they're looking for the preppy pet that you have, which is really good because who doesn't want a big overpay or even a slight win? The next tip is take your time. Taking your time is super important because nothing happens overnight. I'm not just going to wake up and the next day I have a Shadow Dragon. Although I wish that's how Adopt Me worked. It takes lots of time. I've been playing for a little less than a year and I don't even have a Shadow Dragon because it's going to take lots of time and they're super rare. But something that you can do is trade up. Trade a mega for 2 lower megas if you just want your inventory to feel bigger and you want to be able to scroll through your inventory. But if you want to grow your inventory in value, don't do this because common megas could be harder to trade than, let's say, a rare mega. The next tip is don't get stuck with unwanted or quote-unquote ugly pets. I don't think any of the pets in Adopt Me are that ugly, but I know some people do. Some examples could be the Zodiac Minion Chick, which isn't my favorite, but I don't think they're ugly. I think the Oxes are adorable, besides just the regular one. I like the Metal Ox, mostly only, but a lot of people don't like those at all. Same with some other pets that I cannot think of right now. Yeah, but those are the main ones that I know people don't really like to take because of their aesthetic and their low demand, because some people don't like them. Also griffins and dragons. Not like shadow dragons, but like golden dragons, stuff like that. I don't know why people don't really like them. I mean, I think they're kind of cute, but I guess their value isn't as strong because of people not liking them. But So I would try not to trade for those, even if someone's giving you a neon legendary for your common pet. You might just get stuck with it. But if it's that big of a win, I would take it anyways. The next tip is having pets for a trade. And I have fallen a victim for this so many times. I've gotten a pet, and then I love it way too much to trade. If you see that Tortuga de Isla in the corner, became attached with that Corgi, almost all the pets on display, even ones with decent value. And if you understand, you understand. It's so annoying when you don't have things to trade. But if you do have things to trade, make sure to trade a lot. And don't just be like, I'm just going to age up right now. Because even though sometimes it can help, you're missing out on possible trades. And the very last tip I have is to make sure that you have a profile. I cannot name on my fingers how many times people have came up to me like, oh, I saw you looking for this, and I get a trade with them. And we complete the trade, and then I have something I'm looking for. Maybe it could be a pet that I'm trying to make mega, or even just some pet word that I think is absolutely adorable. So I really hope these tips helped you guys. It did take me quite a while to do this video, but I think that it will help you if you just be patient and work really hard. If you have any other tips, list them in the comments to help some other people. Bye-bye.